All right, ladies, so today I'm mounting the CCP steering stabilizer to a 1992 Suzuki LTR 250. Um, so here's kind of what I got so far. I've already kind of mocked this up, so I already knew that there was a bunch of area behind the steering stem to mount it. At first I thought I could mount it right here. The problem was the radiator comes down too far to make contact right here. I could kind of drop it lower, but that just makes it a little bit harder to build the mount. So I think I'm gonna go behind the stem, something like this, and just build a crossbar to mount to this billet mount right here. So this piece right here is just a billet mount. This unbolts and this comes off. This is the actual puck stabilizer here with all the arms. This particular mount that you see, which is this piece, and he also sells the bottom piece, which is this piece, would normally mount to a Suzuki LT 450R. But again, there's no mount for the Suzuki LTR 250R. But another thing you have to do is this clamp that clamps onto the steering stem is for a Honda TRX 250R. So he makes these, and it's the same diameter that I needed for the steering stem. So, but you need this stem size for the Honda TRX 250R all years, and it mounts up to our Suzuki steering stem, no problem. But anyway, so that's that, and I'm just kind of eyeballing everything to see where I want this thing to fit. I've got some stock right here that I'm just going to cut up. I've already kind of measured it. I need to cut 7.5 inches in, and then from there I'll just start grinding and fine tuning the edges to create the mount for this. So let's get to cutting and grinding. All right, so cut up this piece of stock, kind of cut angles in it and to the right length. I think this measurement I did is 7.5 inches. Then I had to go through and just do a slight angle on each end. A little bit of grinding just to clean it up. Do 2 holes. These 2 holes are 2.5 inches centered, which lines up with those, and pretty easy to do. So there's the mount. Some new bolts. Something like this. And there we go. And I just got to get this onto the frame and get this situated and see if we can get this welded in. But pretty easy to make a mount. But there we go. Let's move on to the next step. All right, so kind of doing a dry fit right now. Kind of got the stabilizer where I think it's a good position. Kind of grinded down or sanded the frame, so I got bare metal showing, so I got a good bite for the weld. But I think that's where we're gonna go with it. Arms are at a good 90 degrees all the way around. Steering stem is centered. There we go. Not too bad. So there's a lot of good bite on the frame, and I kind of wanted it that way. Try to put the bracket, the welded bracket, right in the middle of the frame, just angle the ends, so that way I can get the right angle that I need to get it mounted. But there it is. Good bites all the way around. So pretty easy to build the mount, and using the CCP billet mount, the upper part, not the lower part, and it's gonna mount it like that. So should be good to go. I'll go ahead and tack this in and then finish welding this. All right, so got it tacked into place. I'm gonna go ahead and dismount the stabilizer and finish welding this all the way through. All right, ladies, did all the finish welding all the way around. That's kind of what it looks like. Got it all mounted. Got the radiator in, just do a dry fit. Everything looks good. Got no contact. It stops just short of the radiator, right there at full lock, going left. And if I have to, I could put a couple of spacers right here, just to extend this out a 1/4 inch or something. But there's no contact, there's actually a little space in between there. And then going the other way, full lock, no contact at all. So there you have it. No contact, but if I need to, I could always just put a couple of spacers right here just to push this radiator out a little bit. But there it is. Look at that. So that is the CCP steering stabilizer. He only sells these on eBay. I don't think he has a store or anything like that. He also has an email. You can email him and see if he can do a build for you, you know, a custom build or whatever. But he usually just posts 4 or 5 of these steering stabilizers at a time. I know he does them for the Honda TRX 250R, the Suzuki LTR 450, the Honda TRX 450R, and the Kawasaki KXF 450R. What my stabilizer is for a Suzuki LTR 450, but the only reason I bought that one is because he was sold out of the 250R. But you actually need the steering clamp for the 250R. So if he posts one for the Honda TRX 250R, that's the one I'd probably get, because you don't have to get the extra stem mount from him. Because I had to email him and he sent me a stem mount for this. But there it is, pretty easy to mount up. And then this is the actual puck stabilizer here, and this is what he builds different for each bike. So this stays the same regardless. It's this little mount that he changes out for each bike, and also the size of the stem clamp. So pretty easy to do. Took me all of about 35 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. And but really happy. This is 1,000 times better than the puck stabilizer. I've actually had 3 of these. I had these on an old TRX 250R, and I had these on an LTR 450. So this is my 3rd one. And he makes a great product. Shout out to him for sure, because it's comparable to the Precision stabilizer, which that damn thing is 600 bucks. This is only $199. So it makes it affordable for the average guy to have a really good stabilizer on their quad that actually works. It is rebuildable. There's nuts under here you could take out, and then you can rebuild this thing. Pretty simple rebuild as well. So if you have any questions, let me know. But there it is, all mounted up with the custom mount that I welded in. Just finished fully welding it in, so it's there to stay. really excited. 199 bucks, and I got me a puck stabilizer for a 1992 Suzuki LTR 250. So I'll post his email at the bottom somewhere in the description, but you can reach out to him. But I know he only usually does these on the on eBay. That's where he posts all his stabilizers. So kind of just got it loose sitting there, but I'll go ahead and tighten everything down just to make sure, and then go ahead and take off the stem and start working on this frame, getting this frame sanded down and getting this frame ready for paint, and start doing a rebuild on this bike. So all right, ladies.